Okay, good day. So we are now on the topic income statement. So most probably merchandising approach and manufacturing approach. Now, so we are used to have or make income statement using servicing approach. Now it is now time for us to level up. So we will try something new using the merchandising approach and the manufacturing approach. So it is somewhat confusing then and complicated as compared to servicing approach. Kasi marami na tayong may encounter na new terminologies. Now, to begin with, the basic structure of the income statement involves the following. So we have net revenue or sales. So this represents the amounts of goods or services sold in terms of price paid by the customers. Now, sales is based on your selling price, meaning your cost plus your markup. Okay, markup will be depending on the company, on how much they want to put value on their costs. Okay, so when we say cost of goods sold, this is the amounts of goods and services sold in terms of cost, meaning ito yung unit cost natin without adding a particular markup. Okay, for example, we bought a alcohol in the store. So we bought it 25 pesos, and for us to get a profit from it, we put 5 pesos, okay, to sell this outside. So the selling price is 30 pesos. Now, if we are going to sell it, so the sales natin is 30 pesos, while the cost of sale natin or cost of goods sold is 25. Yung purchase price talaga or yung unit cost ng item. So if we are going to deduct that, we will get the gross profit. Now, in getting for your cost of goods sold, we have solving here. Marami tayong components for that. If we are going to um, refer with this example, you need your inventory beginning. So your inventory beginning will be based on your previous inventory that was left unsold in the current year. Okay, after that, you're going to add your purchases. Okay, purchases means these are new purchases na binili mo, okay, to add your inventory for the current year. Now, add natin yung freight in, which is the transportation expense in buying a purchase. Okay, and if you are going to add all of those, then you will get your total goods available for sale. Meaning those are the total goods that is available na ibenta mo sa mga customers mo. And then we have this purchase return. Upon checking your purchases, you saw some merchandise items that are defective. Now, pwede nating ibalik kasi yan sa buyer, okay, or sa seller natin. Okay, so we have to deduct that in our total goods available for sale. Then, inventory end. Okay, we have to deduct inventory that was left unsold at the end of the period. Okay, so para makuha talaga natin kung ilang items ba yung nabenta natin, which is the cost of goods sold. Okay, so if you are going to deduct from the gross profit, we are going to deduct selling and general administrative expenses. So these include costs relating to the management and support functions in an organization that are not directly involved in the production and supply of goods and services of the business. So these are the expenses incurred by the business. So it could be selling activities or from administrative activities. Okay, so if after deducting your gross profit from your selling and administrative expenses, you will have your operating profit. So in this is the income from your operations. It may be known as the earnings before income and taxes, or operating income or operating profit. So yan yung other terminologies niya. Okay? So in operating profit, meron pa tayong other expenses that still be deducted from your um, income. So we have interest expense. These are actually finance charges. Okay? So your finance charges will be or interest will be deducted from your operating profit, okay, to get your income before taxes. Okay, so meaning if we are going to explain income before taxes, these are income na hindi pa natin na-deduct yung tax. Okay, so usually the taxes are 30% if we are talking to corporation. Same with the partnership. But if we are talking to sole proprietorship, so they will be based on the graduated income tax schedule for individuals. Okay? So after that, deduct natin si tax expense to get the net income. Now, so let's solve some problems. We have here the data. Okay, so in the data, we have sales. Now, let us now solve for the sales, net sales. Okay, our sales is 90,000. Punta na, lagay natin dyan. Okay, but before we proceed, okay, so the format here, bakit ba siya, ang ginamit ko ditong format is I do the merging. So when we say merging, kinumbine ko yung tatlong cells. Okay, i-unmerge natin ha. Ayan. So if you want to merge three cells, just highlight the three cells and then merge. Okay? So ayan. So same with this one. Ayan. Okay? So how will you adjust the cells? Okay, ganito po yun. Just highlight it and then adjust. Depende sa size na gusto mo. But if you want to have two cells with the same size, i-highlight mo lang yung dalawang cell, adjust mo yung isa, the other cell will also follow. So, ganun lang siya. Okay, continue tayo sa solving. So, sales discount. May mga companies na nagbibigay ng discounts. Okay? So, it will affect our sales. Okay? So, magbabawasan siya ng how much? Ayan. So, ang sales discount natin na given is 2,500. Okay, so total natin, and for you to have this formula, always put equal sign. Equal sign, click the 90,000 minus, okay, click minus sign on your desktop or laptop, click 2,500, then press enter. There you have it. So your net sales is 87,500 pesos. Now, let us now begin with the cost of goods sold. So, ayan, in computing for the cost of goods sold, we need your inventory beginning. So, inventory beginning is 5,000 pesos. Ayan. Add your purchases. Okay. So, ito yung ang inventory beginning, as I said a while ago, these are items that left unsold. Okay. From previously, okay, or from your previous year. Now, dadagdagan natin siya through our purchases. Ilan ba yung nabili natin for this current year? 50,000. Okay, so we will add freight in or the transportation cost. Usually, kapag meron tayong expenses regarding in purchasing our product, it is capitalizable. Okay, so add natin siya, itong tatlo, to get your cost of goods available for sale. Pwede natin siyang i-highlight lang yung apat, okay, and leave another extra cell for the total. So just click this auto sum here, then you will get 56,000. But if you don't want to do the auto sum, gusto mo ng manual, pwede naman. Okay, equal sign pa din plus, click the 5,000 plus 50,000 plus 1,000. Okay. Ayan. So, it's up to you if you're going to use the auto sum or the manual formula. Now, these are the total goods available for sale, meaning ito yung on-hand items mo na ready mo na siyang ibenta, okay, to the customers. Now, upon this amount, we check that there are goods damaged. So we have this purchase return. Okay, purchase return, again, it will reduce our total goods available for sale. Okay, so so our goal here again is to get the cost of goods that are sold. Now, since 56,000 is our total goods available, na-deduct na siya ng 1,500. Therefore, we are going to identify ilan na yung naiwan para makuha talaga natin ilan yung goods na nabenta natin. So in our inventory end here is 15,000. So therefore, to get the cost of goods that was sold, so 56,000, click equal sign pa din, don't forget that, minus your purchase return, again, minus pa din yung inventory end. Meaning, out from your 56,000 na goods available, 39,000 of which was sold. Okay? So, klaro tayo dyan. Ayan. So, we are going to get now the gross profit. Equal sign pa din. Click your net sales. Ayan. Minus natin yung cost of goods sold. Therefore, ang gross profit natin is 48,000. Usually, ang gross profit natin is our markup, guys. Okay? So, this gross profit will be reduced by your operating expenses. So, we have salaries expense here, 25,000. And we have utilities expense also, 10,000. Ayan. So, your operating profit, i-deduct lang natin to 48,000. Okay. Mali pa lang yung format ko. Okay. Let's put these items here. Ayan. Salaries, 25,000. Okay. And 10,000 for utilities. Total natin, put equal sign pa din. Click 25 plus 10. There you have it. So the total expenses is 35. Ayun. Dito na tayo sa operating profit. Okay. Operating profit will be done through your gross profit less. Okay, equal sign pa din when you are starting your formula. Less 35,000. Okay, that's 13,000. That's your operating profit. Ayan. But we have to deduct interest expense pa. Interest expense will be get from your loans. For example, you have loans from your banks. Okay, that's 2,000 pesos. Ayan, so the income before taxes here, 13,000, okay, equal sign pa din, 13,000 less 2,000. Yan, 11,000 pesos. Okay? So, out from the 11,000, babawasan natin yan ng tax expense. Yan. So, to get your tax expense, put pa din, formula, equal sign, click the 11,000. The tax rate is 30%. So, you have to multiply 11,000 by 30%. So, put multiplication sign, that is asterisk on your desktop or laptop, times 0.30, then press enter. So, the tax of 11,000 is 3,300. Therefore, ang naiwan na lang sa income mo is 11 minus 3,300, 7,700. Here you have it when you are making income statement using merchandising approach. Ang pinaka medyo mahirapan lang tayo dito is when we are solving this one kasi meron pa siyang formula. Okay? Then, after that, if we are going to master this one, tuloy-tuloy na tayo from our basic formulas, okay? To get our net income. Now, that is buying and selling when we say merchandising approach. Therefore, hindi tayo ang gumawa ng product. Nag-order lang tayo, nilagyan natin ng markup, and then binenta natin. How about if we are going to convert raw materials into finished goods? That is not a merchandising approach anymore, and that is manufacturing approach. Now, let us now proceed to manufacturing. So in manufacturing, tayo pa ang magko-convert ng materials into its finished goods. So we have many companies here in General Santos, particularly canning industries, who are manufacturing concern companies. So mag-iiba din yung solving nila when it comes to cost of goods sold. So for us to begin, we have this total manufacturing cost. In your total manufacturing cost, this is the total cost of your direct materials, yung materials na ginamit ninyo in using or making your product. Direct labor, sino-sino ba yung trabahante, okay, na nagtrabaho in making your product? It could be machines, it could also be done through human intervention. Okay, and the manufacturing overhead. Okay, so in manufacturing overhead, ano ba yung mga non-traceable items or indirect materials and indirect labor that is still part in making your product? So those are manufacturing overhead. Okay? So if you're going to add that, you could get your manufacturing cost. Now we have a problem here. Solve na lang natin yung direct materials. Okay, let us put 25,000 on direct materials. Same with the direct labor and manufacturing overhead. Okay, so the total manufacturing cost will be 25 plus 25 plus 25. This time we will do the auto sum. Ayan, 75,000. Now add work in process beginning. Okay, ano to work in process? So the concept of work in process, it's still an item but partially completed. Meaning, we put partial work done for that, but it is not yet complete. Okay? So it could be 50% complete or 80% complete. Ayan, that's still work in process as long as hindi pa siya finished goods or hindi pa siya na kompleto. Okay? So, work in process beginning, ito yung mga items that left partially or partially completed previous year. So, ngayon pa natin siya lalagyan ng work done para makompleto. So, masasabay siya sa bagong batch ngayon. Itong total manufacturing cost na i-manufacture natin. So, here in the data, the work in process beginning is 15,000 pesos. So, if we are going to add the total manufacturing cost and the total cost of a work in process beginning, you could get, mag-auto sum pa din tayo, you could get the total goods put into process. So, itong hindi na kompleto last year plus gagawa tayo ng bago ngayon. So, total goods that was put into process this year is 90,000. Okay? So after which, we are going to deduct the work in process and ano ba yung work in process? Out from the 90,000, hindi lahat yan makokompleto during the current batch or period. So may mga iba sa kanila will be left partially completed. So out from the 90,000, ang work in process end lang or hindi na kompleto sa problem is 20,000. Therefore, so deduct natin siya. 90,000 equal sign pa din, don't forget, minus 20,000, enter. Therefore, out from the 90,000, only 70,000 goods was manufactured. So yung 20,000 is still work in process. Pagka next year na naman siya makukumpleto. Okay? So ayan, ito yung total goods manufactured. Now, we are going to add the finished goods beginning para makuha natin yung cost of goods available for sale. Okay? Cost of goods available for sale again, the beginning finished goods is added to the cost of goods manufactured to obtain the goods available for sale. Okay? So, in the problem, the finished goods beginning is 25,000. Now, ito yung finished goods. Kompleto na siya last year, but it remained unsold previous year. So, i-add natin siya sa bagong gawa natin or sa bagong manufactured natin na 70,000. Therefore, if we're going to add that, auto-sum pa din tayo. Ayan, that is 95,000 all in all. Meaning 95,000 worth of goods are still or are available today currently for sale. Okay, so out from that, bibilangin natin kung magkano ba yung naiwang inventory para makuha natin yung nabenta na. So, ilan yung finished goods natin? Ending, 20,000. Therefore, out from the 95,000, ang naiwan na lang is, okay, formula pa din, right, equal sign, press 95, then minus 20,000. Therefore, ang cost of goods sold natin in a manufacturing concern is 75,000. So there you have it. So we have two approach here for this tutorial. We have merchandising and manufacturing. Merchandising is more on buying and selling, while manufacturing is more of converting raw materials into finished goods. Now, that's all for today for our video tutorial. See you next time for our next session.